This will be funny. Today is my 32nd birthday, and I want to share with you all what is, in my opinion, the secret of happiness. In here, I have some notes, actually, my wheel of life, to make you understand what is important in life, in my opinion, like I said. But what if I told you? What if I told you that the things we're chasing, like the perfect body, money, fame, success, are not the things that you're looking for? And well, what I can tell you is that I wished I knew that earlier. So let me start. In our life, we think that we need to collect a series of things, and well, they are important because this is how I manage my life. I divide my life in four main categories, let's say. First of all, health, because this will make my life a bit longer and easier. I divide health in three subcategories. So physical health, that is the fitness, nutrition, and sleep. These are very important to feel in the best way possible physically during my days. Second is the emotional health. The emotional health is my ability to regulate my emotions, and in order to improve this, what I'm doing is journaling. This can help you a lot. Third, that I undervalued for a long time, is probably the mental clarity. For mental clarity, what I mean is the ability to, first of all, organize my life. That is so important. And second, to focus. Because, we live in the attention era. And, well, everything we do, we do is basically based on attention. Even the money that you generate is based on the attention that you can catch. So, yeah, the mental clarity is very important, in my opinion. Then, after health, what I take care of a lot is the wealth. You mean maybe the relationships first? Well, yeah, the relationships, in my opinion, are more important. But the problem is that if you don't have a little bit of health and wealth, that for me is a second form of health, in my mind is like the financial health. Well, if you don't have like this kind of safety, you cannot enjoy the relationship in a proper way, because like I said, the health for me is physical and mental health, yes, but there is even the financial health, because when you are worried about your financial situation, if you don't know what you will do tomorrow, let's say, if you're not safe in that way, well, what you think every day, in every moment, and with your family, friends, your loved one, is always about money. So that's why wealth is very important. Not to the point that you need to focus just on money, but at least to be safe. So I divide the wealth in career and mission, because you want to focus on one field, on one thing that is something that make you passionate about. And well, can be like the normal career, like the normal 9 to 5, doesn't matter. You don't need to be millionaire, you don't need to be billionaire. But something that maybe make you joyful. And even if don't make you joyful, well, you can enjoy this, because you need to think that is a way to make your other areas of life better. Like you have money, you have safety, so you can focus on the others. So in any case, think to your work in a positive way. Mission, that for me is like beside career, is especially if you have like a business. What is your goal? Like a business solves other people's problems, so it's basically your mission in this world. What is the mission of your business? This is the point. Then divide the health in except career and mission, money and wealth. So yeah, basically how much money do you have in terms of wealth? Like, are you stable? Do you have a roof on your head, food on your table? This is the point. And you don't need to care too much about money, but at least be safe with that. And third, the growth. Always in the wealth section, basically what you want is like having a progression, because for the human kind, let's say, we matter, for us, the growth or the progression is very important. We love to see a progression in our life. So even in your work, that's very important. That's why the career progression, this kind of stuff are like very nice for us. Then yes, relationship. When you are in a good health condition, physically, mentally, and financial, well, the relationships are very important. And I divide the relationship in three areas. The romance, so let's say your partner, the love, the classic love, family, and friends. Those three relationships, those three kinds of relationships needs to be supportive. So be careful, because the environment will affect a lot your life. I put love in the first place because basically is the number one in terms of time spent with, because you will spend more time with your loved one compared to your family or your friends. So be careful to the people you're surrounding with. Then the last quarter of my wheel of life is basically the lifestyle and environment. Well, in terms of lifestyle environment, I divide these in three further areas: purpose and identity. So what is the things that you identify with? Like, what is your purpose in life? Many people don't have like a specific purpose, but let's say all of us have our passion, our stuff, and this is the things we identify with. For example, I love, like right now, I love cruises, travels. In the past, I used to love like Formula One, learning, this kind of stuff. This is the things that I identify myself with. And well, now I love to travel, to learn this kind of stuff. This is my purpose in life: learning more, travel, explore, this kind of stuff, and enjoy my life. Yes. And this is even my identity now. Then second part will be the learning and growth. Same in here. Lifestyle and environment depends even from the things that we surround with and that we learn, because normally during the day we always learn something, and that's important because doesn't matter what you do, you're always learning. So remember that your lifestyle depends even from the things that you're learning. For example, more skills you learn, more you can progress in your work, for example. And this is even part of the growth section for me. So be careful, because you learn every day. So at least try to choose what you learn, and hopefully positive things. And well, the last one, and not the least important, trust me, is still in the lifestyle and environment, the things that bring you joy, fun, and your hobbies. Yes, like I said, for me, learning is part of my hobbies. But I have so many things that brings me joy, and those things are like so variegate, like so different, so many things that I cannot like do a single list of it. But these are even like the things that I want to do when I rest. Like I know that learning is part of my work, part of my health as well, because I used to do these things. But it's even a hobby for me. It's even part of my learning process, and this is in general my lifestyle. But yeah, let's say that the things that we tend to seek normally are mainly these. So the perfect body, money, success, and well. The loved one, the perfect love, etc. But well, I wished literally to have known earlier that those things are not the important things that make your life better. So the things that I learned at the end of my life, I want to say, no, in these 32 years though, is that well, I'm going to die. I realize this. I'm going to die. And because I'm going to die, I will lose all of them. I will lose my health. I will lose my health, my wealth. I will lose my relationships. I will lose my hobbies. I will lose everything. And well, what I understood is that in my whole life, doesn't matter how much I seek, because basically happiness Yeah, it depends from the things that you own divided the things that you desire. It's a very simple equation, the happiness. I saw this equation like around the web, and this was stuck in my mind. So happiness equals the things that you own divide the things you desired, and you will be happy when the things that you will own will be will be bigger compared to the things that you desire. So in order to be happier, I would say you should be able to own more than you desire. And well, accumulate more things that you own will not make you happier, because your desire will increase. Imagine you have, I don't know, £100,000 in your pocket, in your bank account. Will this make you happy? No, because you will desire to be millionaire then. When you will be millionaire, you will desire more and more and more. So if you want to be happier, well, let's start to desire less. Because in this way, the things that you own will be bigger in comparison, and you will be happier. The perfect relation, the perfect rate will be 1-to-1. So the things that you desire are equal to the things that you own. But if your desires will reduce like to small, simple one, and well, you own already all that you need and even more, you will be much happier. But the most important things that I learned in these 32 years is not that I'll be happy when I will own some things, but you will be happy when you will be accepted. Not by the others, but by yourself. Today, this was my present. For my birthday, this is the last book that I bought. Let Them by Mel Robbins. And those other two books are very important for me. This is the art of making amazing mistakes, and this is the happiness advantage. Why I have these books with me? Because my whole life I was seeking like first of all material things, like I said, to accumulate, to collect these things, because I thought like this is the secret of happiness. I was so wrong. Then I understood that what I wanted is to be accepted, because our whole life we seek these things like the perfect body, money, the perfect relationships and other stuff, just because we think that the more things we collect, the more we value and more will be accepted by the others. But the problem is that all we want is to be accepted. And I didn't realize this earlier. I just realized that the most important thing that we really want is to be accepted, but not by the others, by ourselves. We quite often don't accept ourselves, and this is the problem. You will be happy when you will accept yourself. So if you want to be happy, start within yourself. Start seeking yourself in a better way. Like, you don't need to be perfect, you don't need to be with a perfect body, you don't need to be wealthy, you don't need to have the perfect relationship. No, you just need to accept yourself with your imperfection, with your messy life, with whatever is your life. Accept yourself, be happy, be messy, be authentic, be yourself. You will be happier. And just when you will be yourself and you let other people think what they want and well do what they want and not seeking validation from them, at that point that you let them, you will use your happiness advantage to accumulate the other things, and with little desire and more things that you own, this is just my opinion, but you will be happy. So remember, to be happy, in summary, just accept yourself. Let them think whatever they want. Be yourself. Just be yourself. And use this happiness to collect the things that can make your life better, like a good body and mind, enough wealth to be safe, and supportive relationships, in with a lifestyle and environment that you can enjoy. That's it.